Hello all, welcome to the channel TechnoTracks. In this video, we are going to discuss about how to use the Zerodha Kite web platform for beginners. Actually, Zerodha is the largest trading platform in India. We can sell and buy both the commodity and equity using the Zerodha Kite platform. In this video, I am only explaining about the long-term and intraday trading options. So then we are going to the video. When we are going to log into the Kite Zerodha web platform, we can see a window like this. We can see different kinds of terms and other things here. So in the top section we can see a dashboards, orders, holding, positions, funds and apps here. So in the dashboard option we can see different terms. This is um, uh, actually a user friendly platform because we can see different kinds of equity margin and holdings in the our platform by using this dashboard option. That is, in the top section we can see an equity here and actually commodity. So equity means actually it is used for buying and selling shares, other company shares you can buy and sell by using the equity order. So for the equity buying and selling option we have require a separate fund, and for the commodity buying and selling we require other kinds of fund, and we are not able to use the same fund for both the purpose. In this case I am not actually using the commodity account. If we are interested to use the commodity account, you can activate it by using the activate button. Actually the commodity is basically used for selling and buying the gold and silver and other related things, and the equity is basically used for selling and buying the shares of different company. And then the bottom we can see in the holdings, these are the holded stocks we are buying. That is, I am holding the 6 stocks here, so that is why it is showing as holding 6, and the current value, investment related things, and profit and loss, all kinds of things informations are shown here. It is actually in the low state. We can see there is a minus 4.21% loss in the current value. We can see all those things here, and then we can see in the Nifty 50 and the corresponding index performance here by viewing the graph. So that those are our things in this slide. And then going to the top section we can see an Nifty 50 and Sensex. What is this means? It is actually the index for the Indian market. It shows how the market is performing today. In the current situation we can see it is in the red state, so it is shows a loss in the market. Actually the market is in minus 0.15% loss, and the Nifty 50 and Sensex is basically used for the investors to identify the current market situation. In the previous, compared to previous day, the market is in the low state. Actually in the next day it is become in the profit stage or in the low stage based on the market depends other situations. We can see there is a loss and profit in this case. So based on these values we can get an idea of the market, and we take a decision to invest and the selling and buying orders, and that is commodities and equities. We can take a decision based on the market index. Currently the market is in the low state. That is all about the Nifty and Sensex index. Then in the bottom section we can see there is a wish list tab. That is, there is 7 wish list are available. If you are a beginner and you are logged into the Kite account the first time, you don't see any stocks here because it is added actually by the user. We can available 7 wish list here. So I can show how the how a stock is added to this wish list. That is actually simple. We can search here the stock's name. Here I am actually adding an Adani Enterprise Green. We can see different stocks of Adani, so I am adding the Adani Enterprises here. So we can select different options are available, and I am tagging it to later. And then we have click on the add option here, and then we are going back to, we can see the Adani Enterprises is added to this wish list. So based on the your requirement we can add the corresponding stocks in this each wish list. That is, we can add it for the automobiles purpose, and there is other purpose, that is other based on the industry related information, and based on the profit and the loss we can add different kinds of stocks in each wish list. And there is other more settings are available. We can modify this how it is look like can be changed by using the close price and open price and the percentage absolute. And so by changing these settings we can change the layout of the corresponding wish list. So that is all about the wish list. And then we are going to the main things here is that buying and selling option. Actually I am only showing the equity buying and selling options. I am not activating the commodity. So by using the equity we can buy and sell the other company shares. So we can current performance of the shares can be seen in here. That is the performance can be seen. That is, here I am taking Nestle India is in currently it is in the low state compared to previous state. That is, it is in minus 3.10% loss. So the current performance of the market or particular company we can identify by knowing the stocks value here. So then we are going to show how to buy and sell order using the Zerodha Kite app. For that I am searching I am taking a wish list here, and here I am adding the Adani Enterprises in this wish list, and I am showing how to buy and sell the Adani Enterprises in the market. So Adani Enterprises is in the currently in the lowest state. So how we can analyze the current market situation? So before buying and selling, we can see in the current performance of the Adani Enterprise. For that, we have shown there is a chart is available in this, and clicking on that chart, we can see actually there is a window like this we can see. So this is a platform we identify the current market scenario, how the stock is performing, all the details we can see from this window. Actually, in the top we can see there is a candle bar, colored bar. So based on your requirement, you can change the candle. Here I am choosing the candle option, and there is the duration that is during on not the duration. Actually, it tells each bar represent the 1 minute. When we are selecting the 4 minute, each bar represent 4 minutes. Here I am selecting 1 day. That is during the each bar in here represent the 1 day. Actually, it is in the lowest state, that is in the this bar represent in the case of 17/0 to 2023. That is, it shows the bar representation of the 1 day, and the previous bar shows the 16th and February. So this is the information regarding each day. That is here in this bar we can see in the other day performance. So each bar represent the corresponding day performance. So we can analyze the bar that actually in the 2022 the market is actually the lowest stage, and then it is right to the highest value during the 2022. In the December case, we can see the stock price of Adani Enterprises is going to 4,177 here, 77 here, and currently it is in the lowest state. We can see it is in the 1722. So we can see the current market is in the lowest state by analyzing this chart. So we can change the 1 day to other. We can see that is I am changing it to 1 month. So at that time, each bar here it's a 1 bar representation, candle bar representation. Sorry, candle representation. So each candle represent the 1 month performance. That is, it is in the 1 month, and in the previous month it is in the actually the lowest. Compared to previous month, it is actually in the low state. So by analyzing the current share, we can use the chart. Then we are going to buy and sell some order, and I will show how to buy and sell the order in for the Adani Enterprises share. So we can see there is a separate tab for the buy and sell. I am clicking on the buy section. So we can see that there are different kinds of type order, actually regular order, cover order, AM order, and iceberg order. And in the top section we can see the BSE and the NSE. Actually the BSE and is the Bombay Stock Exchange, and the NSE is the National Stock Exchange. We can use NSE or BSE for your purpose. It is actually the index for the market. You can buy it from a National Stock Exchange or using the Bombay Stock Exchange. And in the bottom section we can see different kinds of order types, that is regular order, cover order, AM order, and that's aftermarket order and iceberg order. Actually I am only showing about the regular order and the AM order. In the regular order, if you are a beginner, you only require the regular order. In the regular order section, we can see that there is a intraday and a long time option. Actually the difference between the intraday and long time is, in the case of intraday, we are using it this trading for a day. That is, we are buying a stock in 1 day and it is selling when that day is ending, we are selling and get the profit. That kind of selling and buying is intraday trading. It have a period only of that day. That is, during that day we can buy and sell. And the long time purpose in the name, which means that we are investing some money to the long time, and after some 1 or 10 year we are getting return from that. That is the idea of the long time. And the intraday have a day basis. That is, during that day we can sell and buy that order. Mainly there is other difference in the intraday and long time is that in the margin option we can see that there is a intraday and actually a long time options is seen. We can see actually there is no leverage is available for this Adani Enterprises. Actually we can use other kinds of shares. We can see there is a leverage is available. That is the difference in intraday and long time. I can choose other shares here. That is, I am choosing the data power here. So based on the shares, we can get the leverage from the zerodha Guide application. Actually, I am using the data power shares. So in this case, we can see there is a intraday and long time options are available. So we can see in the intraday option, we can see that for buying the one quantity, we require a price of 204.7. But actually, we don't require that 204 amount in this case. That is the difference between the long time and intraday. We can see a margin here is 40.94. That is, we get a 5% leverage from the zerodha Guide application. Based on the application and based on the stock, the leverage amount can be changed actually. So we can see for buying the 1 unit of data power, we only require 40.940. 94 amount, and the 5% amount is added to your account, not your added to your account, it is getting from your zerodha. So that is the leverage amount we can use for buying and selling. So what is the thing we have to understand is, by using the leverage we get a more profit compared to the long time investment. That is the main thing we are understand between the intraday and the long time investment. That is, when we are getting leverage from the third party application, that is zerodha application, we get a more, if the stock is going to a higher value, we get more profit. So by using the leverage we can buy a larger amount stocks. So that is the things in the intraday trading. And then going to the long time trading, we don't get any leverage. We can see the margin required is 204. We actually require the whole amount for buying this order. That is, we don't get any leverage, and we require the total amount for buying. So that is the difference between the intraday and long time option. Then I am going to the intraday. We can see in the bottom there is a market order and limit order, which actually means in the market order option we can see that the price tab is not accessible for the user, because it shows at the market price we can buy and sell something. That is basically means by the market order. That is, what is the current prices, it is executed at that price. In this case the current price is 204.70 and it is executed at that price. So when the market is or during the open stage, when we are executing the buy option at that price, the amount is executed and we don't limit any kind of other value. So that is basically mean by market order. And then going to the limit order, I am saying that the limit order, the price tab is available. Actually the current price of one quantity is 204.7. I am limiting it to other value, that is 190. That is for a lower price. So when I am limiting it to a lower prices, when the price of the shares is reaching this 190, at that time the a limit order is executed and we get the amount of one quantity data power for a price of 190. That is the idea about the limit order. In this case we can limit the order to our requirement. That is, based on the price we can limit our order. This market and limit order is available in both the intraday and long time. We can see that in the market and limit order we can limit our value to a 190. So during that share prices reach the value of 190, the corresponding order is executed and we get that shares. That is all about the regular order. Then I am going to the AM order. It actually means that after market order we can know that the market is only available from 9 AM to 4 PM. So when we are interested to buy a stocks after that, it is actually executed when the market is often open. So when we are buying some order in the case when the market is closed, at that time we can use the after market order. All other things are same. Here we can see in the intraday option and the long time option, it is already tells in the previous section. That is, both the intraday and the long time tradings are same in both the AM and the regular. The difference between these are the aftermarket orders is done, buying and selling is done, we are done in the aftermarket condition. That is, after 4 PM or during the Saturday or Sunday condition we can use the aftermarket order. Same options, that is market and limit options, are available in the aftermarket order. So by using this option we can sell and buy the quantity, corresponding quantity, and we can use the buy option to execute that. These are all things about buying and selling the regular and AM orders in the zerodha Kite application. Then I am showing the other things in this platform is that we can see there is a orders. Currently I am not having any orders. So we can see that there is a holding. If we are buying some stocks and after one day it is come to the holding position, if it is that is a long time investment, it is shown in the holding positions. If it is intraday, it is only shown in the position tab. That is, it have a validity of 1 day, so it is shown in the position tabs. When we are executing the long time investment, after 1 day it is going to the holding position during that day. That is, when we are executing some buying and selling options, that buying and selling is actually going to the position option during that day. When that day is completed, it is moving to the holding position. We can see that there is different holdings are available. So each holdings we have done for the long time is shown here, and then we can see in the position. So it is in a day it is in the position tab. We can see in the corresponding position here by using the position tabs, and the intraday trading option we have only seen it in the position tab. Then going to the fund option, here we can use this fund tab for adding and withdrawing fund. We can see that the add fund and withdraw option. By using the add fund option we can able to add fund to your zerodha application by using your linked account, and the withdraw by using the withdraw option you can withdraw your earnings from this application. That is, only the withdraw amount can be get to your account after 1 or 2 days. That is one thing we have to know. Then we are going to the holding positions, what is orders and other things I am telling. Then there is one kinds of other orders available in the zerodha Kite application is GTT order. So we can see in the orders option we can see there is a GTT orders. So what is actually GTT means that it is already available for a long time. It is not executed when we are creating the GTT. GTT means it is for a long time. When we are creating a GTT for a shares, it is already not executed, but it is available for a long time. I can show it. That is, I can select. Here I am selecting the Adani Trans. I am creating the GTT. So this is the GTT option. So this GTT is available for a long time. That is, after 5 months, 6 months, this order is not reached a particular target. It is not executed. If it reach a particular trigger price, it is executed. So we can see in buy and sell option. So if you are interested to buying an order in the GTT options, by using the GTT option, we can use what is our expectation, and the corresponding price is added here for buying, and this amount is added here, and we can add the corresponding quantity and corresponding price here, and then giving the place. So when we are placing it here I am placing it here, we can see that the GTT order is come to action. It is actually not executed. How it is executed, we can modify or edit the GTT order by using the edit option. So we can that when the trigger price reaches 500 rupees, at that time only the shares buying is executed. So this is like this. When I am changing it to a share price of 1400, so when the price of the share is reached 1400 rupees, only that time the selling option is executed, and we are selling that option only at that time. It is available for the long time purpose. That is, this option is only executed when the trigger prices reach particular value. When the share prices reaches a particular value, we can able to buy and sell the order. That is the idea of the GTT order. GTT order is available for the long time. That is, when we are creating a GTT order, we can see that this GTT order is active up to the trigger prices reached. That is the things we have to about the GTT order. That is, we can based on the option, we can have different options: chart, create alert, and those kinds of things are available. So when we are getting alert from a stocks, we can see here that is there is a more option tabs. We can create the alert using this option. That is, we can create alert. We can select the corresponding property of the alert, and it's the corresponding, if it is greater than some value or less than some value, we can get alert from using this technique. That is, by using the create alert tab, we can get the alert from the application. These are all things about the Zerodha Kite applications, and how to buy and sell the orders, and other things are explained in this video. So if you are interested in this video, you can please subscribe the channel. Once again, thanks for watching.